Focus is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. But if you never train it, it stays weak, easily distracted, easily tired, easily lost. The ancient Stoics understood this well. They taught that the mind needs discipline, clarity, and purpose. Only then can you see what matters and ignore what does not. When you focus, you block out noise, the opinions of others, the fears, the doubts, the regrets, the distractions. You look straight ahead at your goal. You don't get pulled off the path by every new idea or every temporary emotion. You stay steady, you stay calm, you stay sure. Wrote that you have power over your mind, not outside events. That means when you control your mind, you control your life. Focus is exactly that power. Focus is decision. Focus is self-control. Every morning when you wake up, remind yourself, today I choose focus. Let go of what you cannot change. Let go of what distracts you. Make your mind like a clear lake. No ripples, no storms, just clarity. From that calmness arises strength. When you work, focus deeply. When you learn, focus fully. When you build habits, focus consistently. Day by day, moment by moment, you grow. Small efforts done with focused mind create results. Small habits done with purpose build character. Yes. Life will throw distractions, doubts, fears, procrastination, temptations, but the Stoic does not surrender. The Stoic sees each distraction as a test of discipline, a test of inner strength, a test of who wins, the impulse or the will. When you lose focus, you lose yourself. You wander, you waste time, you scatter your energy. Focus is not a one-time act. It is a daily commitment. It is a habit. It is a way of living. Every decision, every moment, every breath, all aligned with purpose, all aligned with your inner goal. Because a focused person does not chase everything. A focused person chooses what matters and ignores the rest. So today, decide, will you scatter your mind across noise, or will you sharpen it like a sword? Will you drift with the wind of distraction, or will you stand firm on the ground of focus? The world tries to steal your attention. Social media, fears, doubts, regrets, ambitions, all fight for it. But you decide where your mind stays. And where your mind stays, there your life flows. Become someone who masters attention, someone who masters thought, someone who masters action. That is the Stoic path. That is the path of inner strength, the path of focus. Live focused. Stay disciplined. Build your reality with clarity. Because focus is not just a tool. Focus is power. Focus is not something you find. It is something you create inside your mind by removing everything that does not matter. The Stoics taught that the mind becomes powerful when it becomes simple, when you stop chasing every distraction and start guarding your attention like a soldier protects his shield. Because each notification, each useless thought, each comparison with other people is like an enemy trying to steal your time. And time is life. Once it goes, you never get it back. So focus means protecting your time, protecting your energy, protecting your purpose. Marcus Aurelius said, "Do not let your mind become a slave of your feelings, your habits, or the noise around you." Focus means deciding what is important before the world tells you what to care about. It means saying no to many things so you can say yes to one thing that matters. When you are focused, your mind becomes calm, your actions become sharp, and your progress becomes fast. But when your mind is scattered, everything feels heavy. Every goal feels impossible. Every day feels wasted. Epictetus said, "If something is not in your control, then it is not your problem. So do not focus on what others think of you. Do not focus on what you cannot change. Focus only on your effort, your mindset, your discipline, your improvement. This is the source of real confidence, because when you concentrate on your work silently, you become stronger than the person who tries to impress everyone. Focus is not about speed, it is about direction. A slow man moving in the right direction is better than a fast man running nowhere. So choose your direction carefully. Choose your battles wisely. Choose your goals with honesty and go all in. Remove the noise. Remove the excuses. Remove the mental clutter. Focus on the work. Focus on your growth. Focus on building yourself. This is the Stoic path, and this is how you win the battle with your own mind. Focus is the art of choosing yourself again and again, even when your mind tries to run away. The biggest enemy of focus is not the outside world, but the noise inside your own head. The thoughts that say you are tired, the doubts that say you cannot do it, the fears that say maybe later. A Stoic learns to silence this noise by action, not emotion. Because the moment you start doing the work, the mind becomes quiet. The moment you take responsibility, the excuses disappear. Focus grows every time you act with purpose. Focus becomes sharper every time you ignore distraction. Seneca said, "A mind with no direction is like a ship with no captain. It will go wherever the wind pushes it." Focus means you become the captain of your mind. You choose the destination instead of getting lost in the waves of emotions. Focus is not about forcing your mind. It is about training it. Just like a warrior trains his body every day, even when he does not feel like it. Focus becomes a habit when you practice it daily. Start small. Reduce the noise. Remove the distractions. Choose one goal and give it your full attention. Success is not about doing many things. Success is about doing one thing with discipline. Every great philosopher, every great builder, every great leader had one thing in common. They were able to hold their attention on what mattered, even when life was difficult, even when people doubted them, even when their emotions tried to control them. So focus like a Stoic. Protect your mind from things that waste your time. Protect your heart from things that drain your energy. And protect your purpose from things that look easy but make you weak. Remember this: the more you focus, the more you grow. The more you grow, the more confident you become. And the more confident you become, the easier it is to focus. This is the circle of mastery. Start it today and do not break it. Focus is the moment you decide that your future matters more than your distraction. The Stoics always said that a person without focus lives two lives, one in dreams and one in regret. But the person with focus lives one life, full of purpose and clarity. Every time you choose to stay focused, you are building a stronger version of yourself. You are telling your mind that the goal is bigger than the comfort. The progress is bigger than the pleasure. Focus is not easy because everything in the world wants your attention. The noise, the opinions, the comparison, the social pressure. But a Stoic understands that attention is life. Where your attention goes, your life follows. So if your attention goes to distractions, your life becomes empty. If your attention goes to growth, your life becomes meaningful. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself to return to the work again and again, even when the mind tries to escape. He wrote that the greatest victory is mastery over the self. When you control your attention, you control your destiny. Focus means you stop chasing everything and start building one thing deeply, like a sculptor who shapes a stone by hitting the same point again and again until the shape appears. The world respects depth, not speed. The world respects mastery, not noise. So do not rush to do many things. Do the important thing with full concentration. There will be days when your mind feels unclear, when progress feels slow, when effort feels heavy. This is exactly when focus becomes your weapon, because focus is strongest in difficulty. Anyone can focus when things are easy, but a Stoic focuses when things are hard. This is how character is built. This is how discipline is shaped. Remember this simple rule. Do what you must do, not what you feel like doing. Feelings change, but your purpose should not. Protect your time like a treasure. Protect your energy like a warrior. Keep your focus like a shield, and you will become unstoppable from the inside.